In Russia, there are millions of retirees who maintain their garden plots to grow vegetables and fruits. As they get older, taking care of the land becomes more and more difficult. That's when elderly people hire gardeners, often called grandchildren, for help. Who regulates these working relationships? How do these gardeners handle their duties? And what should you do if your grandchild turns out to be a grand scoundrel? Let's try to figure it out together.
Why the hell did you bring the camera? You should have changed and helped instead.
Fertile soil, a beautiful garden, fresh vegetables, damn it.
Are you going to help? No.
Fertile soil, slight slump, aging vegetables. This is Vladimir, a professional grandson who has spent 20 years coming here each vacation for seasonal work. Vladimir, why do you come to the village?
I like it. Everything in the village is homemade.
We know you like homemade things from your browser history, but are there other reasons? What? Vladimir is considered one of the best helpers for grandmothers. In the world top chart of grandmother helpers, Vladimir holds an honorable third place, second only to the giants of the industry. Hey,
Giant, are you working today?
Vladimir is a gardening pro and does a lot of work on the plot. Vladimir, have you done much of this on your own?
Well, yes, and
This beautiful fence.
they didn't hire anyone for the fence?
So at the hairdressers, right?
Among the grandchildren.
Among the grandchildren helping their grandmothers on the land, Vladimir is the standard. As he says, when using the hose, he's Poseidon. During planting season, he's Pussy Boy.
What kind of pussy boy am I during planting season?
Vladimir, an experienced grandson, led our film crew on a tour of the plot.
Look, radishes are growing, but really there's nothing there. I would have planted something.
Vladimir talked about his sexual gardening fantasies and got to work. According to our information, Vladimir has been nervous since early childhood when working in his grandmother's garden. As we found out, the guy even lost his hair because of this garden.
Now you'll lose your face because of this garden.
Now the guy isn't upset about losing his hair since he can make money from it. The thing is, the creators of the music video want to buy the copyright to his life story. That's just how it is, no other way. Tears on your cheeks. Why are you crying like a fool? According to experts, Vladimir is one of the best among grandson gardeners. To find out if this is really true, our film crew set up a hidden camera to see how Vladimir works when no one is watching. Just 2 minutes later, Vladimir began stealing from his grandmother in front of us. Look at what he's doing. He's eating raspberries. Okay, let's go now. Our film crew immediately went to the scene to catch the criminal red-handed. So, Vladimir, what are you doing? This is a lie. We recorded you eating raspberries. There was a hidden camera in these bushes all this time. This is damn. Vladimir left our film crew and went to his personal office, specially set up on his grandmother's property. What the hell? In order to find out what Vladimir does in his personal office, we requested a screen recording from his smartphone. We closely followed his actions in the apps, and we managed to find out about a secret passion. In his office, Vladimir secretly gets new CS global offensive skins using Go cases. The idea is simple. You need to complete tasks and get CS global offensive skins for it, which you can withdraw without logging in. What the hell?
Promo code, damn it.
Use the promo code, complete tasks, and easily withdraw skins to Steam without logging in. What the hell? Vladimir returned to the site to finish the work, but he didn't want to see our film crew anymore. We decided to pause the story to study the plants that Vladimir threw at us. As we found out, it was carduus, or commonly known as thistle. The meaning of this word translates as scaring away devils, so Vladimir didn't throw the plant at us on purpose, it just scared him. And then came the moment to pay Vladimir for his work. A nice round plate of borscht landed in his account.
As it turned out,
Vladimir works for food and pretends to be happy. Our film crew decided to find out the real reasons behind this behavior. To find evidence, we searched the grandmother's apartment and discovered compromising material on Vladimir had been collected over his lifetime. A huge number of photographs have accumulated in the so-called photo albums, most of which were taken during childhood. It became clear why Vladimir is constantly working in his grandmother's garden. The thing is, she keeps a huge amount of compromising material on him in her photo albums. Among the childhood photos, there are some where Vladimir is naked, and in many others things are much worse. Apparently, Vladimir doesn't want these photos to be made public. Our film crew understands this wish. According to our information, millions of grandmothers all over Russia are collecting similar compromising material on their grandchildren so that later they can force them to work under the threat of making it public. We managed to contact one of the Russian grandchildren who once refused to do such work. The guy told us about the consequences but asked us not to reveal his identity.
One day I refused to help in the garden, and I didn't think anything would happen.
Some particularly advanced grandmothers, in addition to photography, also use video recording to gather compromising material. After reviewing grandmother's materials on Vladimir, we found that every mistake he made since childhood was captured on camera. Everything was recorded. Every fall, bad costume, and failed dance. The time spent living in a box, joining a closed foam party. And even exclusive footage of Vladimir's first meeting with our film crew. In this footage, our correspondent found milk horns on Vladimir during their first meeting. Afterwards, he tried to review the recorded video and subtitles.
Simon adjusted them.
Vladimir voiced his dissatisfaction for the first time. To sum up our investigation, it became clear that Vladimir doesn't work just for food. The guy is just another victim of video and photo bullying. Video and photo bullying. What kind of bullying?
Where did you find this photo? You're freaking out and just want this.
The highlight of the day in the village is the bathhouse. Vladimir, as a professional bath attendant, started the preparations. Our film crew gladly agreed to help Vladimir. Vladimir is preparing firewood now for a reason. It's about muscle memory. Every night at 9 p.m. his hands must hold a branch. While preparing the bathhouse accessories, Vladimir uses the doshirak tactic.
It'll steam for 3 minutes and be perfect.
The bathhouse averages 70-80 degrees, which Vladimir jokingly calls room temperature. In Russia, the bathhouse was thought to cleanse both body and spirit. Also, since ancient times, there was a belief that it drives out evil spirits before our eyes. The bathhouse really started to drive out Vladimir.
All right.
After steaming, Vladimir began the main bathhouse ritual.
In the plants.
Vladimir aims to excel in village alcoholism, pouring his soul into each sip. Vladimir is still just a beginner village drunk, but he has big ambitions. The guy dreams, just like his idols, of getting on Gordon's show Men and Women and becoming one of the village drunk celebrities. Vladimir has already imagined how it would be after 3.5 beers. He'll wait for the DNA test results in the studio on the Federal Channel. Vladimir aimed to enter the studio after a fight, like his idol Vyacheslav. Tomorrow I'll go to the garden, while Vladimir battles his hangover, reaching for the stars, especially for Russia 23.